In today's how-to video of Unite, we're going to be taking a look at how to create a letter template. So to first get started on creating your letter template, you're going to want to navigate to either the membership component and under the communicate folder, find letter templates, or if you're in the training component, navigate to there, and then under the communicate folder, find letter templates. And for this example, we're going to be working in the training section, but it's also worth noting that the fields that you see in here, when we do get into creating our letter templates, they are subject to being updated. So if you're watching this in the future and the letter templates look different or updated, that's why. But to get started in adding a letter template, you're going to want to select this plus button here. And the only thing you're really going to have to enter in is going to be your title for that letter template. So whatever you want to name that letter template, you can do that here. I will just name this tutorial template. You can also set an organization. So if you're in the membership side, you can set the access for kind of where this letter template is going to be at. So if you want this to only be this letter template to only be accessed by people in a certain local union, you can do that. And since we're in training, you can do that with the training centers here, but I'm just going to leave that alone. There are also instructions on the right-hand side. They kind of go over letter templates, so that's just something quick to read there. There's more resources available in this link as well. But essentially, when you scroll down, you're going to see a bunch of fields here with these little icons next to them. I'll get to what those icons do in a second. But all these fields are essentially fields from Unite and mainly that student roster. And so when you enter these fields into your document, they're going to be generated based on, or they're going to display the value based on the member that you generated that letter for. So yeah, that's essentially how they work. So we're going to get started with creating a mock-up of a fake letter template, and I'll be using DC57's already created letter template. Just remove some information, so thank you guys. Essentially, it's kind of already filled out, but I will go over how to enter that. So I'm going to kind of remove these fields here. But as you see, the first field that they entered was this employer field. So this is just going to display the name of the employer there. And so I clicked this paper icon next to that employer field. This is just going to copy that to my clipboard so I can paste that on my Word document. So we can paste that there. Something else to note that the instructions do point out, if you want to format your field to be displayed a certain way, to be like italicized or bold, all you have to do is highlight that entire field, either make it italicized, bold, underlined, and leave that as is, and it's going to be formatted based on the format that you put in there. So we are just going to make this bold and underlined, and then we have our date. We enter in what we want to type in. So then we get to the first and last name here, and instead of, you don't have to copy these fields as well, you can just type them out as well. So to type that out, it would essentially, you just be typing in those two. Oops, what happened there? Those two arrows to the left. Type in your field and put in those arrows to the right, two of those, and essentially that's what that field is. So you can either copy that or type that out. And I'm not going to do the rest because it's kind of self-explanatory. So yeah, once we have our letter generated, we'll save that. So when you scroll down here, you see this field where you can upload your letter template. So here you're going to click choose, find that document and upload it there. You're going to see that at the bottom here. You can enter a default email subject if you like and enter in a body. if you like as well. But that is up to you. And so once you are ready to add your letter template, we are going to select the save button at the bottom here. And now that has been successfully saved. Once that refreshes, this page here, when you enter into your letter templates, will show you all of your created letter templates. So from here, we can expand that. We can always edit this email subject and body if you need to later on, as well as the title if you need to. It's going to prompt you to save every time you make a change. We can view this in the full page view. We can also download our template. So if we select this button here, we can open up that document again to view what our template looks like. We can download a sample of our template, which is going to pull up our template and kind of generate a sample preview. So as you see here, that employer field that we just entered, it is bold and italicized. And so this is a nice way you can kind of check to make sure everything is working before you go ahead and create that letter. And we have that name here. And let's just double check all of our other fields. We had the current rate percent and current rate effective date. That rate percent is 60% and that rate date is 7/1/2020. Those are just those sample fields that they've entered in. So everything looks good from our template. You also have the ability to delete that here as well. And that is going to be how you can create a letter template in Unite.